Be me. Stepper grandma coming over. Mom goes crazy hospitality mode. Shit going well. Granny want to sleep. Mom wants second bed from me room. 2 beds in my room, one's full of shit from the wardrobe she sold. Refuse to clean up bed. Suggest she open her own bed for grandma instead. Not buying it. Getting pissed off. Starts bulldozing everything off the bed. Shit's been happening for years the exact same way. Decide to give myself a small taste of revenge to not snap or her. Be me, 17-year-old who never had a girlfriend before her, and had really bad social anxiety my whole life. Met her online in 2020 March on Instagram. Been talking for half a year, then met, instantly fell in love. We both had a crush on each other. After the 3rd date, I asked her out and she said yes, never been so happy before. Haven't touched a girl in my life before, so everything was a new experience for me. First kiss with her, lost my virginity with her. She has really low self-esteem, and is overall a very sad person, because she has a terrible family which she cannot currently escape. Got mad at me for the slightest things you can imagine. I've had a girlfriend of like 2 years when we started dating. She didn't like the fact we were talking, and even if I tried to tell her that I have never felt anything for her, she never believed me. Blocked her on every social media platform and never met her again. Half a year passed, school opened, and because I am in the same school as that ex-girlfriend, she always thinks that I am seeing her. She broke up with me because of that, because she had trust issues, even though I didn't do anything, and would never, because I love her so much. A toxic relationship came to an end, but I still want her back. All the things I have experienced with her, all the memories, I just cannot let it go, and I also don't ever want it to go. Even though I know it was a toxic relationship, I still love her with all my heart. Guys, what to do? Help me out. If I won't get back here, and anyone would wanna talk, my Discord is, Ben's number 4057. Be me. Long-term relationship, on the high side of a decade. In long-distance relationship now for past 3 years, was a mess, had to leave. Find work, sort my shit out. During 3 years sorted my shit out, new career, investments paid off large, finances optimized. We visit each other monthly, I fly out a lot, things are fine when we're together, but it all falls to shit when we're apart. Relationship gets steadily worse with distance. We're older now. I have grown, she has not. I have problems reaching out, talking to her, making her feel needed. I don't need this much attention so I don't naturally provide it. She has problems demanding attention from me, complaining at me, sulking, pouting when she doesn't get what she wants from me. This progressively gets worse. Found opportunity in another state, pitched the idea to buy a house in said state and close the gap together, things looking bright. Now, having trouble at work, job gets progressively worse, stagnating at job, half of team left piling the workload onto me, investments tank, uncertainty in market, I have a birthday, getting older, time running out, on top of it all this girl is constantly bitching at me. I am worn the fuck out by this. Be me. High school fuck up that still somehow made it out with a 3.7 GPA. Try a few local colleges, not really my thing. Plus COVID makes it worse. Decide to work part-time in a local retail store instead. My boss and co-workers begin to like me and I start enjoying the job. Part-time eventually evolves into full-time. Lots of co-workers have to leave because of COVID. Boss offers me a management position in place of someone who left. So essentially after half a year of working I'm in a somewhat serious job position. However, still living with my parents. My current pay is hourly and isn't nearly enough to pay for a decent apartment, much less a car mortgage, insurance, food, bills, and taxes. Even though I'm in good company at work my job sometimes feels meaningless because of how dependent I still am despite working diligently. So I guess my question is, where do I go from here? Should I possibly ask my boss about a potential raise or should I set my sights on something like higher education instead? I have no idea what I'd possibly want to study if I did attend school, and I have no idea how I'd even begin to figure that out. Be me. Had failed at least one class each year and had to take summer school each year. Had to take an extra year of high school cause didn't have enough credits. Had to witness all of my friends move on with their lives happy as fuck and had to fake a smile to them while I'm stuck here in this fucking cycle of fucking feeling like a failure. Parents are disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in me. Probably have ADHD, but every time I bring with up to my parents they reject the idea even when so many symptoms align with my behavior. Contemplated suicide and even put the knife to my wrist before, but I'm too pussy to do it. No one to talk to about shit has caused me to be even more sad and do shit at school again, and it's looking like I'm gonna fail another year again. Living in a constant state of existential dread. Unironically listening to doomer music at 3 a.m. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Be me. Married. Bad relationship with dad. He sexually abused me as a kid and was generally shitty. I moved a few hours away to get the fuck away from him. He works for the IBU, an electricians union. Hasn't had a call, basically a job offer, that is construction site, in months. His health insurance has run out. Can't get back on insurance until he is actively working again. Finally gets a job offer and wouldn't you know it's in my city. He just called to ask if he could move in with me and my husband. It's hard to describe the sheer dread at the thought of him moving in with us. I feel physically ill, and I know it would ruin our marriage. On the other hand, my family is very old-fashioned and would 100% disown me if we refused to house him. Also, if he had severe health complications due to his lack of insurance from turning down this opportunity, I would feel personally responsible. What the fuck should I do? It's worth mentioning he quit or was laid off of his last 3 calls for having a shitty attitude. Should I hire an escort? Be me. GF broke up with me 2 months ago. Have a trans friend with benefits, who I fuck and get fucked casually. Seen her twice since breakup. Old female friend with benefits, solid 5/10, just got in touch recently, waiting for our parents to get vaccinated before start seeing each other again. I'm horny for hot pussy though, and she's just in 5/10. Have money to spare because scholarship savings. Even got a hot escort on my sights. What if I regret spending my money just after I cum? Should I go wait for mediocre but free or get expensive but hot right now? Be me. Don't enjoy sex. Find it to be a total turn-off. Just want happiness and companionship from a relationship. Can't get GF because can't fit in with current dating climate. Everyone wants sex. Tinder doesn't work, they all want sex. Real girls I meet immediately lost crushes on me because they find out I'm not some super kinky sex-obsessed femboy. How do I cope knowing I'm never gonna get anywhere by being myself, and how I'm going to have to pretend to be someone else for the rest of my life just to get people to like me? Be me. Be Mariah veteran. If you don't believe me, go fuck yourself. Literally was a corpsman. Literally treated really fucked injuries that haunt me to this day. Come home. Become paramedic. Productive member of society, alcoholism aside. Meet streamer girl on Tinder post-divorce. Streamer girl is only 22. She tells me she is the kind of person who will tell me if she isn't interested. Tell me she's interested for 2 weeks post-first date. Tells me she's bipolar. I accept this. Fuck it. I open up too. I tell her I'm struggling years later and a lot of shit I saw is hard on me. She tells me that I'm not stable enough. Anyways, I'm drinking tonight. Fuck ye girls. Doc.